What is going on with the collective today? I appreciate everyone who's tapping the screen and who has shared the live. The more you interact with the live, the more that the live will resonate with you. Why is this here? Oh, my spirit's like, pull a card. So someone has been having too much screen time. Some of y'all be on social media a little too much. It's like, I got the message, pull a card from this specific deck. And it says, put the fucking phone down. It says, too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. So some of you guys are needing to, just not be at home, looking at videos, journaling, just being in the house. You have to go outside and interact with people. I understand, the panorama, the Panera, whatever, it was here, but guess what? You still have to live your life. You still have to live your life. Yeah, it says you're going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather yourself up and handle it. So I'm feeling like someone has been trying to escape whatever is going on with them. You have to get through it to get over it. Yeah, look at this. Ace of Swords. Someone is very in their head, in their emotions. You've been doing things to try to bypass whatever hurt you're feeling. I feel like sometimes as people, and I'm gonna say as people because I know I have done it too. As people, sometimes we feel like keeping ourselves busy is gonna make whatever we are feeling naturally go away. Like, well, if I don't think about it, I won't get impacted by it. Out of sight, out of mind. That's temporary. You know that, right? Because then the moment that you get put in a situation where you're reminded of what hurt you, what are you going to do then? How are you going to handle it when someone triggers you? Because that's the point of you going through the things that you go through. It's not the fact to hurt you, it's to strengthen you, so then you don't allow the things that hurt you to impact your everyday life. Because once you get to a point when old things are still impacting the present, then it's like, okay, you need to relinquish some of the control you allow that situation to have over you. Because that's what it is. Ultimately, that's what it is. Because you don't care about the person that hurt you. You did at one point, but you don't care about that person anymore. It's like to a point where you kind of neutral. It's like it ain't going to bother you if that person, just croaked or just up and just, transition away from here. It's like it wouldn't bother you if that happened, but then again, you're not wishing that on that person either. It's like you just kind of neutral, but you're needing to really get over how the situations made you feel. So then you don't bring that energy into something new. You don't begin to project onto people, because ultimately that's what it is. You ever be around somebody and y'all having a conversation and they mad, and then they come to you talking angry, and you like, you talking to me as if I'm the one that made you mad. That's really what projection is. It's someone flipping their emotions and pouring it out onto someone who had nothing to do with why they feel the way that they feel. And even if they did contribute to it, it's like you need to have emotional intelligence. Some people don't. Yeah, look at this. Devilish energy has been around you, and this is why you have been in your head so much, so indecisive about what you should do. At this point, you're not even indecisive that much. It's really you trying to figure out how you can stop being so angry, because I'm just getting anger. Like, even if you see someone being did wrong, it might not have nothing to do with you, but you're starting to speak up more, even for other people. But I'm feeling like you've gotten that tired to where you like, you know what? I'm just sick of people in general. Like, I'm tired of seeing people do other people wrong. That's the main thing that I'm getting. And I don't want you to allow these emotions to cloud your judgment to where you're being thrown off. Because, yeah, this person was a liar. This person was a cheat. This person was just an all-around thief. And I don't even mean like physical, like they was stealing from you as far as like, well, some of y'all, they was stealing from you. Some of y'all, they flat out was stealing from you. But for a lot of you guys, it was people that was stealing your peace. People that were like vampires, energy vampires, to where your spirits can be up. And once you're around them, it's like they're very negative and they bring you down. Some of you guys had people around you, it's like they only came around for that specifically. For some of y'all, this is family members. For a lot of y'all, this was somebody who you were romantically involved with. This is someone that loved your energy, but also loved to be with other people as well. That's why I'm like, some of y'all were getting flat out lied to, cheated on, especially for those of you who it was a relationship. This person would flat out lie to your face. And then you won't even need to have evidence. It's like they'll know that you know they lying. And it's like, for some reason, they would try to like gaslight you and make you seem like you crazy. But then it's like, no, you're making yourself obvious. You're not only are you not a good liar, but you don't know who I have in the spiritual realm that is watching you. You think when I told you I was protected, you really thought I was playing with you. Cause some of y'all was dealing with people who just flat out didn't know who you was. Some of y'all got people in the astral realm that stand 10 toes down behind y'all. And they'll be throwing y'all little nuggets, little whispers. Hey, they over there doing something. And you'll be wondering like, well, where I'm getting this thought from? It's not that you were insecure. No. There might have been, a distant relative. There might have been a distant auntie. Hey, baby. She across town. You need to call her. And then you wonder like, why I feel like I need to call such and such. Hey, where you at? Huh? Where you at? I'm over here at Now you wondering why things be just coming to you naturally. And then that person will swear up and down. See, you be in your head. You think too much. Man, ain't nobody even cheating on you. And you like, ain't nobody brought up nothing about cheating. What you talking about? You telling on yourself. So y'all have to really start paying attention to these patterns as they come to you. Because a lot of times people will show you who they are, but you can't be afraid to recognize what you see and not try to bypass it and make an excuse for it. Because that's what some of y'all did. Some of y'all made excuses for people because you care about them, or you think you love them, or worse, you see the potential in them. You see the potential in them and you like, you know what, I ain't perfect. It's like, no, but you ain't doing what they do. Yeah, you not perfect, but you're not doing what they are doing. Don't make excuses for stuff like that. Like, no, no. Because here it is. It's like, for some of y'all, this person literally traded spots with you. For instance, if you felt like you were a lucky person and somehow you always got blessings or something, and then all of a sudden you start dating this person, and then it's like your luck run dry, and then they become the lucky person. A lot of y'all switched energies with these people. That's why I tell y'all, when you reclaim your energy cleansed. I reclaim my energy cleansed because I don't know what the hell you've been doing with my energy while you had a hold of it. So I needed to come back to me the way I gave it to you. Because no, you done tampered with it. Don't just be reclaiming your energy and now you attached to Chandra. You attached to Natalie. Or even if you a guy, you attached to Chris. You attached to, I don't know whoever they've been dealing with that you don't know about. Antoine, whoever. Some of y'all need to make sure you are, like I said, paying attention and preserving yourself. Because too many people will have your energy and be playing around with it. And then you'll be like, return the center. No, give it back to me. Clean it up. You wonder why your mama used to fuss at you and be like, I want my house exactly the way I left it. Because she can feel if the energy changed in that house. You can feel when that person's energy changed because you felt like they were home to you at one point in time. It's dualities and everything. You knew that person well. You could tell even when y'all were intimate with each other, whenever that person was messing around with somebody else. You could tell how they lie. Some of them have like little codes. Like, you know, this person might scratch the back of their neck. Oh, I wasn't even doing it. You scratching the back of your neck. That's your cue that you lying. Like, Or what I started thinking about, why did I get married too? It was like, Marcus, his little thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, I was just hanging out with the guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. We ain't doing nothing. We watched the football game. We ate some snacks. And then you know, Coco, you know, we went around the corner, you know what I'm saying? You just be sitting there like, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah. So y'all have to be able to see those patterns and then just gain the discernment behind it. Because for whatever reason, I'm feeling like you could be a fire sign. You don't have to be, but I'm feeling like you're a very caring person, a person who has a lot of light inside of you. And it's like a lot of your glow, it's like they were trying to dim it. They were trying to dim your light. Because here it is. At one point, you used to shine so bright. And I'm not saying like you still dull now. You're getting yourself back. But it's like before you met them, you used to be the life of the party without even trying. You used to be the center of attention without even trying to be the center of attention. Sometimes you don't even like to be around people, but people call you, you going to the party? I ain't coming unless you coming. But then as soon as you got in that relationship, you start being boring. You start going out with your friends. Your friends start feeling like you was acting funny because they like, you don't never want to do that. You always be laid up with such and such. You can't never leave the house. And masculines, y'all be the same way. Like, oh, your girl she want a leash, don't it? You don't never want to do nothing. You don't never want to go nowhere. Oh, you got to check in with her, don't it? You got to get permission, don't it? Some of y'all real deal was letting people have the upper hand over you, not realizing that person did that just to have semi-control over the situation. Just being real. And I'm not saying all relationships are going to be like that, because you may genuinely be that type of person to where you want to just be laid up with your boo. You might not always want to go out with your friends, and that's okay. I'm not talking about that. So don't get it confused. You know what I'm talking about. You know, because it'll be moments where you'll be wanting to go out or wanting to be with your friends. And for some reason, this toxic person will always come back and make an excuse as to why you shouldn't go. Whether it was them getting sick or them being all, pessimistic. Well, you know what happened at that last Beyonce concert. You know, they said they stampede over the person in the front. And you like, why you gotta be so negative? Why you just don't want me to go, don't you? Don't let you have kids. Well, you know the baby been coughing. Like, you probably need to go get some medicine. Like, see, the baby want you. Like, okay, you here. You watch the baby. What you mean? I'll be back. I ain't gonna even be gone that long. Why you trying to make me be the scapegoat for all of this? Pay attention. People will put you in compromising situations to try to control you and change you from being the person who you're supposed to be. All because they don't want to see you living your best life. Because to them, it's like, no, you're mine. All mine. All mine. All mine. Hold on. Back up. Let's keep it real. It's like when I heard that song, I said, he's so toxic. I said, damn, this is a good song, but he know he's toxic. And it's people that be in situations like that for real. To where they will be with someone and they will literally act like that. Like as soon as you leave the house, they calling you. Well, you said you was gone again? Every hour. And for some of y'all will be thinking like, oh, my person just care about me. That's how you felt at first. They just love me. You weren't picking up on it. So I'm really telling you, pay attention this time around. Because at this point, you're needing to set healthier boundaries. So if you have a kid with this person and you two are not together, make sure you stand firm on what you believe when it comes down to your own happiness and your self-worth. Do not allow this person to come in and make excuses as to why you're going to be the main person that's going to parent the child or the children. Even if you don't have kids, don't allow this person to dictate how much you go out. Oh, you always going out with your single friends. So It ain't my problem they ain't found their person yet. If you my person, you need to be just making sure I'm safe. You worry about the wrong thing. Why you worried about who my friend's sleeping with anyway? Why does that bother you? You worried about the wrong thing. Can you make sure that I get there and make sure that I come home safe? I'm supposed to stop living my life all because I'm in a relationship with you? I wouldn't expect that from you. I know how to be respectful. Don't you? What you afraid of? You afraid I might run into somebody that you've been talking to? What's the problem? Y'all have to start asking questions. What's your agenda? Well, I'm not. This ain't Tangled. You ain't finna have me up in no house just sitting around brushing my hair. No, cause I will get that skillet and knock you out, and then we will be gone. And then once you wake up, you know, I had a good time. You all right? You need help getting up? Okay. Just saying. No. Look, if you seen that movie, you know how she was with that frying pan. She was knocking everybody out. I said, this her little weapon. I like her. She ain't afraid to fight nobody. But I'm definitely seeing you're needing to focus on things that make you happy. Focus on things that make you happy, because a lot of you have not experienced what I would call a higher love, to where you don't have to worry about your fears. Like, for instance, I feel like some of you guys have had a fear that when you get in a relationship, and this is just for a few of y'all, some of y'all have had a fear that when you get in a relationship that either their family won't like you or that you'll have to prove yourself to this person. Some of y'all have certain fears about starting over because of what you've already experienced in previous relationships. Because I feel like some of you guys have experienced like either a mom not caring for you or some type of like sibling. Somebody was like talking shit. It could have been a cousin, but I'm just getting like the energy of a feminine figure treating you bad or like judging you. And so once you experience that, you're like, man, I gotta sit up here and fight. Well, I already gotta fight with you. I gotta fight with your kin folks too. Because I feel like somebody was going back telling stuff to family members and it wasn't any of their business. How come we the topic of conversation? Cause see, now I'm feeling like somebody was pretty much going through what Krishan been going through with Blueface. Cause I'm like, how come every time it's a post about them, they always bringing her up? I said, for him to hate her guts and say she this and she that, he sure be talking about her. She just the type of conversation in their household. I see that. And it's pretty much how people was treating you. No matter how loyal you tried to be to somebody, it's as if like you was just always like in the wrong, or somebody just, no matter what you did, it was never good enough. I don't care if you're feminine. I don't care if you're masculine. No matter what you was doing, it was never good enough. Whether they was subconsciously comparing you to somebody and you always felt it, because you'll have some people that kind of give you that look and you can tell like they're saying things about you in their head. Just like you can walk into a room and people will be talking, but when you walk in, they get quiet. And you're like, oh, so I was the type of conversation. You've gone through that a lot. I want you to know that when you move on to this next relationship, it's not going to be like that. You're not going to have to worry about those type of situations because the person who you're going to be with is mature. And even then, I don't really feel like this person has that type of relationship with their family. And it's not that they're not family oriented. It's more so like, I don't really care what my family got to say because I'm the one that got to be with you. That's how this person thinks. Versus whoever you was dealing with before, they weren't like that. Some of y'all was dealing with someone who was like, they like mess. They like being the center of attention. It's like they thrive off of drama. It's something about them feeling like they in the middle of a show or something. Somebody must like a lot of reality TV because it's like they wanted to feel like they was on Love and Hip Hop or Bad Girls Club, or just like why do you want this? Why? How come a healthy relationship is boring to you? Why is a healthy relationship boring to you? Like, you need some help. Some of y'all, yeah, some of y'all exes need some help for real. Cause it's like, as I'm like, some of y'all could have been dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I'm getting heavy Aquarius energy. But then I'm also getting that this person could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting like Taurus. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling like a lot of you guys have already separated yourself from this union. Oh, Spirit said no, this is that person being homeless. Somebody is going through something financially. Someone has been moving place to place and they don't have a stable roof over their head. They could have possibly been staying somewhere, but it's like they lied. Okay. It's like they lied. They've been lying about what's been going on with them. It's a lot of things that's going on with them that you don't know. I'm here in jail. Somebody went to jail behind something that they did. You might know about this a little bit, but some of this is very recent. Because I feel like the main thing I'm getting is someone already went to jail. For some of y'all, this hasn't happened yet. Okay. Yeah, somebody had... That was some type of confusion or like a fight. Somebody's having to go to court because they owe some money. And because they know that they owe a big amount, it's like they can't afford proper housing to where someone is moving back and forth to different places. I feel like somebody might be trying to be on the run for whatever they did. This is a lot. It's like I'm, okay. So now, okay, if you have been experiencing like thoughts of an ex that you really don't care about, this is why. Because all of the issues that this person is going through, they are wishing that they would have just stayed with you because you were safe compared to what they were choosing over you. Because here it is, they thought that they were going to get something better. It's like they were wishing bad upon you. Some of y'all people was actually doing black magic. That's only a few of y'all. Because I feel like for the majority of the collective, your person doesn't have the mental capacity to even do something like that, let alone do it the right way. They could have tried to Google some stuff and just thinking that it was just going to work because Google said it was going to work. They ain't really tried to do no shadow work. They don't even really know who most of their ancestors is. So it's like they could have tried to, call on somebody and conjure something up, but they might end up opening a portal on themselves and not even realize what they really did. You can't sit up here and, try to be no little kitchen witch and you trying to Google up some spells and stuff and now you can sit up here and... Okay, it's not funny, but it is. Because people will real deal do that. People will sit up here and not realize that energy is everything and it's all about your intentions. If you're trying to do magic and you're doing it with the wrong intentions, you messing up already. Because there's a karmic debt that's attached to that. You can't just try to send something negative after somebody and not think that you got to pay up for it. Because a lot of people don't know what the price is to do some of the bad stuff that they do to people. You thought that was, That's why I laugh. That is why I laugh. Because here it is for a few of y'all. Because for the collective, again, I don't feel like for the collective, your person had the capacity to really do it. They might have paid somebody to try to do it because they were too scared. That's what I feel like with a few of y'all. But I know it's a solid... I'm getting 5. It's a solid 5 of y'all where your person was doing black magic. They had books. They really tried to do some research. They were really trying to mess you up. This is how mad that they got at you. And I feel like there's someone in their family that also does a little bit of it too. And they tried to help them. And now that karma is spinning the block, it's hitting all their ass with a full force. And they don't even know like how you're still thriving after they did what they did. They trying to see like, did it work? Did it work? Because for some of y'all, they did this like 6 months ago. For a couple of y'all, this was done 6 months ago. I keep hearing the number 6. It was done 6 months ago. And ever since then, they've been trying to see, like, has it hit yet? Because with energy and magic, it's not going to always hit immediately. Depending on what they did, it might take a while. But even then, whatever they did, they didn't do it the right way anyway. Because I don't really see, like, most of it hitting you. You might have got hit just a little bit. You might have had random things happen to you, and you may have had this thought like, did somebody send something after me? That might have been right when things began to come toward you. But just know you are protected. Believe me, you are protected, because even then, the reason why they did this is because they were hoping that you would stop thriving. They were hoping that you would quit whatever you were doing when you were at your low point. They was like, hey, this what we gonna do. Cause I'm talking about them and whoever was helping them. They got on that thing like Team Umizoomi. Okay, look, you gonna put in 2 of these. I want you to go get some honey. I want you to get that book. You gotta say these words. Knowing damn well I ain't say them right. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. Hold on. They said we gotta wait till full moon. I'm talking about they was ready, boy. They was ready. And it's sad that they had to go through all of this trouble just for little old you. And I'm not saying that you're little, but I'm saying that's just how big you are, that they thought that you were just little. They thought it took a gang of them to try to come and tear you down, and it still ain't really worked for real. And they still sitting up here wondering how. But I don't get it. How he still able to thrive like that? How he still getting money? How she still able to make it look good? She got them kids over there. How? Come on, we gotta do it again. Maybe we ain't put enough energy into it. Cause I feel like some of y'all, they try to do it like twice. Like, why? Like, no, stop. The portal is open. Whoever you conjured up and tried to invoke, they're waiting on their payments. That's why you keep getting sick. That's why you Spirit said, be quiet. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. Oh, not all the cards can just fail too. They said, hey, don't say that part. Let them see for themselves. Let them see. All right, cool. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing at all. Yeah, somebody is unhappy. And somebody been lying. Ooh. Wow. While I'm bending down, I'm hearing they're lying, saying that you did what they did in order to get the success that you have. And it's like, you might not even feel like you super successful. You know you ain't broke, but you like, now why would I need to do something like that in order for me to get to where I'm going? Hell, if I really did something, don't you think I'm supposed to have my mansion and my billions by now? Like, yeah, I've been manifesting, but I'm not on that type of time. Like, what you mean? It's like someone is trying to flip it on you, because it's as if that they were afraid that you was doing something to them. Some of them been watching too many videos. I'm gonna just say it like that, because it's like somebody got a reading done on you. I'm sorry. It's like Spirit is like, that's how they knew they fucked up. Somebody got a reading on you. And what it did was it verified their worst fears. When they got their reading and they saw that they was the problem, they was the one that messed up, it made them angry, because they like, no, this ain't right. Like, see, you fake. Like, it's like I'm hearing someone is mad, like dead ass mad. Cause it's like, you can't do stuff like that. Cause I feel like whoever the reader was kind of looked at them sideways, like, hold on, you coming out the one is the problem. Like, what did you do? Because here it is, this person coming out like this. What did you do? And then they gotta explain themselves. No, it wasn't like that. You don't know what this person did. And knowing a true practitioner, they're gonna be like, okay, but I mean, I'm going by what I see, and I'm not a liar. So no. You can try to make me out to be a liar all because you don't want to hear what I have to say, but that's cool. That's cool. Like, see, I told y'all them people on TikTok be fake. They don't be knowing what they be talking about. That lady gonna sit up here try to tell me that I'm the problem. She don't know. She don't know what that girl be doing. Okay. Somebody is mad. Oh, somebody is mad. And here you are sitting pretty. Here you are sitting pretty without a care in the world. You've been getting blessed with random gifts. And God is going to keep blessing you with random gifts. Just because you took the high road. You chose not to indulge in it. You was indulging in it a little bit in the beginning. You was. Be honest with yourself. You was getting mad too. Like, will you leave me alone? I don't want you no more. But now you just looking at it like, you still mad? I'm still on your mind? You ain't moved on yet? You was quick to move on while we was together, but now you slow to move on now that we separated? What? Even then, I'm feeling like some of you guys are needing to separate from certain family members too. This was being brought up earlier, but it's like the energy of that person, they outweighed all that. Because they were mad. And I could hear them being mad to the point where I feel like someone's going to come towards you, whether they are trying to apologize for what they did or try to make amends in hopes that this would stop whatever karma that they are going through. And they fail to realize that karma don't work like that. Karma is still going to whoop your ass regardless if you come back and apologize. It may not come like right then, but you're going to have to reap what you sow. You don't sit up here and hurt good people and then think nothing is going to happen to you. And then some of these people will be toxic enough to accept whatever punishment they going to get and will still do it. All right, well, we got to sit over there and wait for it to happen. Because for some of y'all, it ain't even the fact of like you moving on to somebody else. They don't even care about that. It's just the fact that you living your best life without them. They could care less about who you with. Because at this point, they know that y'all not going to be together. And it's just the fact that at least they don't want to see you happy. That would make them feel better if you was sitting next to somebody and you miserable. That's why they keep doing that stuff to you. That's why they keep wishing on your downfall and calling on your energy. Because they're hoping that you're going to be the one to reach out. Because I feel as though you're so protected that they're afraid to really come towards you and say what they want to say. But if you initiate the conversation, that'll give them ease. Like, well, okay, this is my opportunity. Let me go ahead and say this. Nope. If you got this person blocked, keep them blocked. If y'all communicating to a minimum because y'all got kids, keep it that way. You have nothing else to say to this person at all. I don't give a damn if they have a change of heart and they come to you with a long booklet, paragraph, tell all about everything that they did wrong. That's cute. Yeah, you can publish that. I want rights to it if you put that out there. But just know this doesn't change anything. Yeah, see, I'll operate in forgiveness, but I don't operate in forgetfulness. I will forgive you for what you did. I've been forgave you for it. I forgave you for all that other stuff. But what I'm not going to do is forget and allow you to have access to me again. No, I was once that gullible, not no more. No, you ain't that cute no more for me to like look past some shit. You kind of got ran down a little bit. You stopped dressing good. You need a haircut. Okay. You still go to the doctor? You go to the same doctor? Let me stop, because now you're going to think I actually care. And really, you just looking at him like, you look like you going through something. I can't have that in my energy. Nope. I'm over here thriving and you over here looking like you halfway dying. It don't match. It don't match. And you're not going to take my energy and leave me empty. Nope. Because I really feel like whoever this is, somebody trying to come with a love offer. Somebody is trying to come with a love offer. And here they are trying to wait to see when is the perfect opportunity. But this also lets me know that you're so cool and balanced to where you've been working on your anger. You've been working on being patient. Sometimes you'll have moments where you got to catch yourself because it's still there. Trust me, it's still there, but at least you're working through it. and you're trying not to let things get to you as much as they used to. So you're recognizing that, like, you know what? I don't need to allow this to consume me. I don't want to feel angry. I just want to be happy. Like, I'm just here. I just want to be happy, to where sometimes you could even be crying and you don't know why you crying. And you like, okay, I guess I'm just going to cry today. I'm going to cry. You're learning to feel. You're learning to feel. Okay, cool. Because it's like the thing that is coming to me is your judgment was off when it came down to your feelings. It's as if whenever you express your emotions, it's like this person will make you feel bad about expressing your emotions. Like, you too sensitive. You always crying about something. Man, you always got something to say. Like, man, I'm tired of hearing you bitching. Like, even if you are a guy, like, boy, you acting like a bitch. Like, you need to quit. Don't, like, somebody was real deal gaslighting you when all you were doing was just expressing how you felt. And it's like, you would hope that the person that you was with would just actively listen to what you're saying, take it in and take heed and be like, you know what? I wasn't trying to offend you when I said that. So I apologize. I won't do that again, because I see now that that offends you. And that's the last thing I want to do as your partner. So I want us to be on the same page. Y'all don't have people that talk to y'all like that. Y'all have people that go left. See, man, I can't talk to you. See, I can't never joke with you. I was just playing. Every time the mood be good, here you come with that shit. Somebody talk like that. And you like, if that's how you joke, don't joke with me like that, because I didn't laugh. I didn't find it funny. But there's swell up and down. Like, oh, you the problem. See, I'm trying to have fun with you. I'm trying to have a good time with you. But you mad. If that's your definition of a good time, I'm going to need you to reevaluate how you live life, because wasn't nothing good about it. So I'm just saying. Some of y'all need to really figure out what it is that you want. You got to use what you got to get what you want. See, y'all ain't listen what she was saying in the Players Club. You got to use what you got to get what you want. See, she was referring to something else, but I real deal want you to use your discernment so you can really pay attention to who really love you and who don't. Because if you was really using the knowledge that you've already accumulated within these toxic situations, you wouldn't keep going through what you go through with people. You'll already be aligned with the person who you're supposed to be with. Because all you had to do was use what you got to finally get what you want. You don't got to use your flesh. This could change. This a little avatar. This thing could change. Because some of y'all be young as hell, but you done been here so many times. Your soul's so old, and then that's why you act like a little old lady, old man now. Be wanting to be in the house watching Family Feud and just eating some food. When you supposed to be out here living your best life, because you done been here too many times. And then your person wondering why you act the way they act because they still young. They ain't been here as many times as you. You were supposed to help them ascend. That's why y'all was supposed to be aligned. Your maturity was supposed to help their immaturity be balanced out. It wasn't meant for you to be with this person for a long time. You did your job. So now you can go on and finally have your rest with your real person. Don't keep going back to these lessons thinking that that's your blessing. No, it ain't. You finna have way more options coming your way. The same way like the little selections be on Family Feud. You need to try to pick the number one answer. What's the number one answer? You better figure it out. Figure it out for yourself. Because, yeah, I keep getting air energy, heavy Libra energy. I'm also getting fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sag. Heavy Leo energy. We'll say that. Sagittarius, too, because there's change that needs to happen. There's overall change. And you may feel like you have already been going through a lot of changes. Change is constant. It's not no one and done. Just like spirituality, it's not no one and done. Healing is not no one and done. You have to recognize that this is a lifestyle. This is a whole lifestyle. Even forgiveness is a lifestyle, because I'm pretty sure even when you forgive people, when you see them, you might still want to, kind of hit them in the chin, or, grab them by the throat. If you think about what they did to you. But it's like, that's how you have to go about life, accepting those parts of it and being able to get through those feelings and saying, you know what, I'm not going to allow myself to be consumed and overwhelmed by these feelings, because it's not me. These are just emotions, and I can choose to either act on this energy or allow it to naturally disperse. Because if I act on it, somebody going to jail or somebody going to hell. Either way, it's not going to be good. It's not. And of course, that ain't what God wants for you anyway. Because here it is, you have so much that is going to be presented to you in a short period of time, because it has been seen, all of the hurt that you have experienced. Because we know. You always give someone your love, your heart, your affection, and that cup gets poured over. And see, now I see why they call it a pushover. Because it's like, you can keep pouring into people, but then when it's time for them to pour into you, it's like they push your cup over. Like, yeah, you're a pushover. We can't pour into you because it ain't nothing to pour into. Like, no, you just sit over there and you keep pouring into me when I need you to. No, you're not going to keep experiencing this, because this is not love. Again, with this heavy Sagittarius energy, temperance, you are needing to not have one foot in, one foot out. Because look at this card. You see how she got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land? It's like, it's a little bit indecisive, but it's you needing to realize that sometimes you have to get out of your emotions. Because I feel like even with her pouring into herself, this is the cup of her pouring into herself. Because that pool, we just gonna call that the pool of her tears. Her being in her emotions, and now she's putting her foot on stable ground and saying, no, I'm going to choose to be grounded. I'm going to choose to allow myself to thrive with these sunflowers and with the sun in the background. I'm going to just pour into myself, and I'm not going to stand in these pool of tears and be upset all because I gave my power away. I willingly gave my power away and got mad when somebody chose to take it. Let's be real. A lot of us be knowing what we be doing. We give people the benefit of the doubt way too much. And then to be pissed off when they prove us wrong. Like, wait a minute, I keep forgiving you and you keep doing the same thing. When you gonna stop? Never. Why? Because you keep letting me do it. So why you, but if I'm letting you back in, wouldn't that make you want to change? Not really. That's just gonna make me want to make sure I don't get caught this time. Make sure I'm not as harsh when I do it. Make sure that I'm good at hiding it. And you just sitting there like, who the hell raised you, and why you think that that's okay? I don't know. I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I do it. Well, you need to talk to somebody. You need to go figure it out. And a lot of times they don't want to start trying to figure it out until you finna leave. They get to being overly aggressive, overly abusive. They be want to almost unalive themselves in front of you. Like, I can't believe this. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh no, man, I'm gonna talk to somebody. I promise you I'm gonna talk to somebody. I'm gonna go to the lady. I'm gonna talk to her. We're gonna have these classes. I promise you, man, I'm gonna get right this time. I'm for real. We can go to church. I told my mom I'm start back going to church, man. These streets, I ain't for nobody, man. I'm telling you now. And you be sitting there like, I done heard this speech about 4 times. You done? You still going. Let me take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Man, where you going? Where you go? I gotta pee. Can I go pee? Let me go pee. Y'all the real deal have some toxic people in your life that'll be doing some crazy stuff in front of you to try to get your attention. Like, I kid you not, I had a friend whose boyfriend was like so psyched out she can't, where did we go? We was at somebody's house. I ain't gonna get too many details because I don't know who watching. who's at somebody else's house. This fool pulled up at her house and tried to pass out in the front yard just to get her attention. Like, see, my asthma, man. Like, I'm sitting there like, how the hell? Baby, yo dude out here doing some crazy stuff. And I'm like, so what you need me to do? What you want me to do? Cause I need y'all to figure this out. Figure it out. Yeah. And I'm not here to judge. I done had people pull up to my job and then try to talk to my coworkers like, who she talking to? And then I'll be like, y'all, I'm so sorry. I told y'all that motherfucker was crazy. Didn't I tell y'all? I said, if y'all ever see such and such and such and such and such and such, I'm in the back. Don't y'all better tell, I'm gone. I'm gone. Y'all need to be like, I don't know, baby D. I don't know, baby. No. You don't know, baby D. I'm telling you now. I'm in the back. I'm in the back. Cause some of y'all people be going crazy once they can't control you no more. Once they can't have access to you no more. And look, I got a little orb flying around. I'm like, what is this? Somebody is upset. Telling you, somebody getting locked up too. Why does this keep coming up? Who the hell is in jail? Who is in jail? Okay. It ain't funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's like I be having these feelings of like, anytime I used to think about jail when I was a kid, you know, for some reason they'll have like somebody having a coffee cup, rolling the coffee cup up against like the jail bars. I don't know why I'm feeling like that person either like locked up and they like either making music or trying to like write, or somebody trying to be creative while they're locked up, even if they're not physically locked up. This is like someone being in a mental prison, and it's like they're trying to release this energy because it's driving them crazy. But I'm like, some of y'all person is actually like locked up. Somebody's locked up. All right. That's why I'm like, it's okay, all right. Look, I was gonna say something. I be having to filter myself sometimes because you never know who watching. You never know who watching. Somebody is upset, baby. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. As you guys are finding like new ways to make yourself happy, going out more, because it's the summertime, you don't need to be in the house. Summer is pretty much here. Let's just be real. In a few days, like once we blink, summer gonna be here. Then it's gonna be the 4th of July. It's here, okay? So as you're going out more, because I see you're starting to like not be in the house as much, which is good. This is future energy, because I feel like some of y'all still trying to figure out where you want to go, but trips are being planned. So I want you to plan out more trips than the one that you already been planning. This is going to be a reoccurring thing for you. You're going to experience a lot of good luck when you are traveling. This is why they want you gone, because being in the same spot, it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to be conducive to your growth. Because the same way you be around the same people that don't help you. Because if they're not elevating, you think you're going to elevate too? You have to realize bosses hang around other bosses. And it's okay to still hang around people that's still getting it together. There's nothing wrong with that as long as they're working on themselves. But you have to have balance to know when to hang out with those people and when not to. When to hang out with their friend that like to gossip, and when to just hang out with your spiritual friend who just like to be around crystals and rocks and meditate. Balance. Because if you keep indulging with things that you don't need or just doing similar things, it's not going to help you in this period. Because I'm seeing now you're going to have an opportunity to shine. And this is coming in because of the seeds that you've planted. And it's like, your spirit team is proud of you. God is proud of you for real, because you willingly walked away from something that you knew you did not need. It's like, I'm just feeling as though you're in your head about what you're doing, because this is completely different than what you usually do. Something about this scares you. because I'm feeling as though some of you guys have not been single this long. Some of you guys didn't think that that last relationship was going to end. Some of you guys, it hasn't even been about a relationship. It's been more about like family and friends. You're branching off from them. Because I kind of feel like with a few of you, it's the expectation that they put on you. Like, you know, you need to settle down. Like, you know, like, so what's going on with you and such? Y'all ain't gonna try to work it out. Like, what's going on? I'm getting like there's too many people that had hands on in some of your life. I'm just say life. Because for some of y'all, this could be like career. For some of y'all, this is relationships. And this is just life and all. Someone is super intrusive to where it's like they come to you about stuff that's your business for real. You don't owe them no explanation, but they expect you to tell them what's going on. And then it's like if you're trying to get over an ex of yours, you don't want to keep getting asked about that person. So what's going on with you and John? You and Malcolm, y'all ain't talking no more? Well, what happened? I ain't finna explain nothing to you, and I'm not finna put you in my business. Oh, well, I know somebody I can hook you up with. You ain't gotta hook me up with nobody. I don't need a hook. I don't even like hooks. I don't need none of that. No. Leave me alone. Like, some of y'all need to branch away from these type of people because they will keep you in a stagnant situation, because there'll be too much of, again, just expectations. Because even then, I kept channeling the movie Acrimony. And then I didn't rewatch it because, I mean, the movie 2 hours long. But I refreshed my mind on it because when I first saw it, I watched it 3 times. And I know that's a lot. But the reason why I did that is because I wanted to go back and analyze the movie as a whole. Because I looked at things from her perspective. I looked at things from his perspective. And then I just looked at the situation as a whole. That's why I watched it 3 times. So I'm saying all this to say, when it came down to that situation in Acrimony, where Melinda, or whatever her name, she started listening to her sisters, and then she missed out on the opportunity to get what she actually wanted. Instead of her giving a damn about what they thought and how they felt, she could have went back to her man and been cool. But because she was so bent on being embarrassed and hurt, which I'm not taking up for the things that he did, but this is why it's like, you shouldn't listen to other people. Allow yourself to make poor choices. Allow yourself to make mistakes, but let it be because of you and not nobody else. Let it be because of you. Because the last thing you want to do is listen to somebody else and then you mad because you listen to them. You ain't have to listen to them. You didn't. Because you see what the hell happened in that movie? Like, the moment he was trying to do right, trying to do everything. That's why I'm like, yes, people can change. They absolutely can. And it's going to be up to you if you allow it or not. Because if she really forgave him and gave him that opportunity, she should have been in it 100% and trusted him when he was telling her that, hey, I know you may have found this in the truck, but it wasn't like that. Listen to me when I tell you, as your significant other, listen to me. Because see, some of y'all will be dealing with people who don't listen to you. Some of y'all will be dealing with people that's insecure. And then they'll just go off just emotion or what they feel. And you like, wait a minute, hold on. We can work this out. But I don't need you going off your emotions. I don't need you going off this surface level stuff. If you really think there's something going on all because you found a little wallet, that ain't enough evidence to prove nothing. And quite frankly, I feel like, old girl might have, planted that wallet just to cause some confusion. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's best to use your discernment. Because I feel if she had used her discernment, she would have peeped that instead of listening to her sisters. She would have been like, oh, I get it. Okay, I knew you was going, be going about this job. I didn't really know to the extent of what was going to happen. But I need to real deal know. Because if she was real enough, I'd be like, tell her to pull up. Tell her to pull up. We finna have a conversation. How did this end up in the car? Let me know what's good. Come on. Let's all sit down like adults. She didn't do that though. She listened to her sisters. She listened to her family. She started reflecting on all of the bad stuff that she claimed she forgave him for, but she was still holding on to. You cannot do that. It's good to not forget, but you can't hold on to it, because holding on to the hurt makes you bitter. And she became resentful in her relationship. So I'm saying all of that to say, if you are finally coming in a position where you can step into your power and have happiness, the last thing you want to do is have people within your life that can somehow taint your vision, somehow change your mind if things don't happen exactly how you think they're supposed to go. Because I'm going to tell you now, the divine source is not one of confusion. But if you have enough sense to sit down and talk with people and get some understanding and then realize what's true and what's not, you'll be able to get through anything, because problems are going to happen regardless. But it takes a real person to really be able to say, okay, how are we going to figure this out? Because it's going to be me and you against the problem and not me and you against each other. And once that situation happened with Melinda and that wallet, she immediately got in defense mode. That was her scapegoat right there. See, you've been looking for a reason to leave this situation. Now you left the situation. Now this person has moved on and they happily ever after. And now all of a sudden you want this person back. That's how some of y'all relationships will go. That's exactly how some of y'all relationships will go. It may not be the exact details, but here it is. You're trying your best to be everything for someone in a relationship. But they can be patient enough with your process too. Because some of y'all have been on both sides. Some of y'all have been on his end too. To where you have dreams and goals, but you don't have nobody to really stand up behind you and really push you to be there. Because even then, I ain't gonna lie, I looked at it from this standpoint, and I'm not trying to focus on this movie, but all of this ties in. I paid attention to how everything shifted once he got out of the relationship with her. Because don't get me wrong, some people was trying to say, well, she only helped him once he got a divorce. I said, no, they weren't even talking when he got that divorce, because she had been looking for him. They had lost contact. The only reason why she found him is because she ended up at the restaurant that he was working at and she saw him. So I'm like, no, she had already been looking for him, which means that the people had already made up their mind. So if only Melinda had been patient enough, and that's how it is. Your blessing could be right there, but then you quit, and then boom, now your blessing gone. All because you were being impatient. She found a little light-skinned dude, thought that she was gonna be happy with him. He couldn't knock them walls loose. He couldn't hit it right. She's like, nope, you don't know my body. Nope, my ex-husband knew my body. You don't know my body. So for those who ain't seen the movie, I'm kind of spilling it for you, but this movie came out in 2018. You should have been saw it by now. But I'm saying all that to say, sometimes when you leave a certain person alone, that's when the room and opportunity for the thing that you want can finally come in. Because I'm like, how is it that as soon as he stopped talking to her, all of a sudden his blessings came into the picture? I was like, damn, was Melinda the karmic the whole time? Like, wait a minute, did she go from being a soulmate to a karmic? Like, hold on. Like, how is it that once she left him, but then once they broke up, he started thriving, but he couldn't thrive with her? That says a lot. Because some of y'all have been in situations like that too. You'll be with somebody, and then once y'all separate, oh, you thriving. And it's like, how come I couldn't thrive like this while I was with that person? I was trying to do the same thing for over 18 years. That's what happened to him. He had been trying to do this for over 18 years. Then as soon as he stopped talking to her, that's when it finally hit. I paid attention to that part. That's why I watched it 3 times. The movie is called Acrimony. I watched that thing 3 times. And by the 3rd time, I was like, you know what? Both of their ass was the problem. He had issues in the beginning because he kept a lot of stuff from her. But she was crazy from the get-go. Even when they met, she was trying to fight this boy. I said, ooh, Yeah, she a fighter. She like to fight. And he didn't pay attention. And that's how some of y'all are. Some of y'all will be with people and y'all will grow with them, but then you don't realize when it's time for you two to grow apart. And by the time it was time for them to grow apart, she had went cuckoo cuckoo. And that's how your person has been feeling about you. Because here you are in your Wheel of Fortune season. You're getting everything that you want plus some. So I brought up the movie Acrimony to show you the duality of when you can be in a situation where you stay with somebody for a long time and it don't seem like you can thrive with that person. But once you break up, it seemed like, well, damn, it wasn't me, it was you. You was the reason why I couldn't get what I wanted. I had to get you out of the way. Because now I can stand in my power because you're no longer in my presence. Karma was trying to spin the block on you and I was in the way. And now that you ain't around them, that's why all of that stuff is hitting them full force. Because of course, you being the person that you are, God ain't finna let you go through nothing while you next to somebody. Your old person didn't realize you was their bodyguard. You was their protection the whole time. You was saving this person the whole time. And they didn't realize it. Anytime they was getting sick, anytime they was losing a job, anytime something was happening with their car, you was showing up. And your ancestors and your spirit team was showing out for that person on your behalf. All because they love you and they saw the love that you had for that person. But as soon as you left, oh, your spirit team was like, don't call us for nothing. We gonna look at you like you stupid. Gonna treat our baby like that. Come on. Grandma, don't you throw your shoe at him. Grandma be in the spiritual realm cutting up. Like, I can't believe him. Yeah. For real. So this is why it's important to, again, pay attention. Because I promise you, if Melinda would have been paying attention, she probably wouldn't have went through half of the stuff she went through. She probably would have been able to thrive. But no, she gonna stick beside him until she couldn't just take no more. And it's like, maybe y'all just weren't meant to be together. Gotta know when to say no. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else the collective needs to know? Anything else? Because, baby, that movie been on my mind heavy. That Acrimony. I was finna watch. I said, it's 2 hours. I don't know if I got 2 hours to waste. Do I want to take a nap or do I want to watch the movie? I took a nap. But I knew. I said, this is coming up for a reason. Because I'm feeling like people are in this energy of things going slow. And then before you know it, it's going to pick up for you out of the blue. You just needed to get rid of a lot of things around you. Look at it again with this temperance. Temperance is all about knowing that less is more. It's also knowing how to balance yourself out, being able to remove things out of your life and when to like call them in. Because look how he just got this little tank top on. He got on some little Wranglers and some little boots. Temperance doesn't have to be dressed up in order to be like celebrated. Because it's all spiritual energy. Because even behind him, you see the essence of wings. And it's like spirit is right behind you when you have temperance. When you have patience and kindness for people. So this is what that is. Allowing your temper to be temperamented. Not allowing people to move you. Because even on social media, everybody feel like they entitled to their opinion. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like one girl was talking about her relationship and what was going on, and I'm like, why is it that everyone like has different opinions about stuff, but it's like, well, my way is the right way. No, it has to be done this way. No, if it ain't done like this, it ain't right. You have to be able to figure out what works for you. What works for you might not work for everybody. And quite frankly, it ain't everybody's business how you feel about your love life, because you ain't trying to be with everybody. And I'm not saying you can't have an opinion, but don't allow yourself to be swayed by the masses. Because a lot of these people do not know what a healthy relationship really looks like. Because even then, I saw a girl who was on IG, and she's just like, well, me, it ain't meant for men to be monogamous. He's supposed to get with whoever he want to get with. As long as we all open and honest, as long as he ain't bringing no STDs, ain't nobody pregnant, then we ain't got to fight. And I'm like, we ain't got to fight. So hold on. You still willing to fight even when you in a poly relationship? You still realize you're moving off of like toxicness and immaturity. Because why should that even be a topic of conversation? But that's because you're being in this energy of acceptance of what society has given to you. You think that you're supposed to be this way and men are going to find you more appealing? When you know deep down inside you don't want that. Nobody wants to share what is theirs. And for those of you who do, I'm not talking to you. That message wasn't for you. Let that go over your head because you know that message ain't for you. You want to be poly? By all means, you, Polly, Pocket, and Penelope and whoever can go party. That message wasn't for you. And it's not me to judge you. But this is why I just said what I said. The way you want to love might not resonate with everybody. So don't listen to other people. Do what you want to do and do what you feel is going to be best for you. There you go. Because, yeah. I was like, I don't know, you know. I'm like, just, yeah. Some of y'all were aligned with people who wanted to be that way just so they didn't feel bad about cheating on you. They just wanted to be able to do what they do in your face without feeling guilty. And that's not okay. Because I know some of y'all kind of accepted some of that behavior. Some of y'all could have even, you know, we can do a threesome. We can do this, we can do that, knowing damn well that ain't really what you want. Because it's like, shoot, if I get with her, we might get rid of you, my boy. We might be two, you know, thriving divine feminines, and then you can just be the toxic masculine and get out, you know, the equation. We can just subtract you. We really don't need you. You know that, right? I'm just saying, we really don't need you. We don't need you. No, just saying. And a lot don't fail to realize that until they having to sit with themselves for whatever reason, whether they sit with themselves because they in old age and now they realize that they not as, you know, as fruitful as they used to be. Probably can't get it up how they used to. Even then, some of them are in sickness. Some of them still in that mental prison. And some of them is like, I feel like some of y'all, your person ran into someone who like was talking shit about them when they were trying to be intimate with them. And they was like, yeah, this ain't it. Don't call me no more. Like, what you mean? And it made that person feel so bad. Their ego was bruised. So where they're like, I ain't never had nobody complain. Well, I'm not nobody and I'm complaining. That was trash. It was trash. I could have stayed at home for this. So we're like, yeah. So it don't matter if it was a guy, if it was a girl. Somebody got their ego hurt. All because they feel like they just, you know, oh, I know me. Everybody want me. No, they don't. No, they don't. You want everybody. Everybody don't want you. That's what I got for the collective.